USD live NFP Wednesday, the 2nd of October 2024 market direction with entry, stop loss, and the take profit. And remember, on this very live stream, I'll be having a free giveaway right here on this channel. So be sure to stick with me through this live stream so that you do not miss out on that giveaway. So thank you so much to whoever is joining right now. Thank you for taking your time to spend it with me every Monday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. my local time. That's East African time. But if you're using the New York time, that's exactly at 1:30 a.m. So thank you so much to whoever is joining right now. I greatly appreciate you taking your time and joining me every Monday to Friday. So we are going to be getting into the direction of the day. So if you are out there and maybe you do not, know exactly how to tell the direction of the day, we are going to be calling that direction of the day right here on the channel. So if you're someone who lacks clarity when it comes to the direction of the day, definitely this is going to be the live stream, or this is basically going to be that video that will enable you start calling that direction of the day when it comes to the Euro USD. Now, if you do not know, the Euro USD is the world's most traded pair. So for some reason, so many people love trading this pair because number one, the Europe in general and the USA, there are so many transactions that go on between these two regions. So definitely this enables this to become one of the most, or basically the most traded Forex pair in the world. So we are going to be calling that direction right here on this live stream. So if you're out there and you lack clarity when it comes to the direction of the day, definitely this is the live stream that you should be joining. And as well, I use my 50% win rate strategy to be able to call out these directions of the day. So this is a 50% win rate strategy with a 1-to-4 risk to reward ratio, and it is a very profitable strategy that keeps me profitable in the markets every single month. Now, if you're an ardent follower here, you know that every single time I actually always share with you and I show you these results that I've been able to get from my strategy for close now to 2 years. So definitely, if you are out there and you lack a strategy to trade, this is going to be the strategy that you will be using to actually call the direction of the day on the Euro USD. So thank you to whoever's joining right now. Type in the comments and let me know exactly where you are catching us from. Tell me from the comments. I would like to know exactly where you're watching this from. I would like to know. And if you also happen to find some value from this live stream, please, you can go ahead and give it a like, because this enables this particular live stream reach more other people like you that would love to get this kind of content and message in general. So you can go ahead and share this with a friend or colleague. That's the direction of the day. So now let me also ask you, are you someone who lacks trust when it comes to your strategy? I mean, you do not trust your strategy. Maybe you've gone through a string of losses. You've gone from loss to loss to loss to loss, and for some reason you feel like maybe you do not trust this strategy. You want to maybe jump onto another strategy and start trading that strategy. Now, if that's you, I'm telling you, do not do that, because if you are sure you backtested this strategy with at least 100 trades, then if it showed you that it is profitable, it is okay. Every single strategy out there goes through some strings of losses, and it is very normal. Do not change that strategy, because if you start that strategy hopping, I'm telling you, you're going to stay in that loop of strategy to strategy to strategy, and you will never become profitable. If you really want to become profitable, you must stick to one strategy. If it is profitable and you backtested it, stick to it. You are not going anywhere from it. Stay with it, and it will hold you in those good times. So basically, that's what I wanted to share with you. If you are someone out there and you feel like things are not going well for you, especially if you're going through a string of losses, this is very normal. It's what any other professional trader out there goes through. So sometimes um, you are going to experience these losses, but as a professional trader, if you want to become a pro trader, you must stay or stick with this strategy as it is taking you through these hard times, because those good times, trust me, they're going to come and you'll be able to start winning those trades. So do not feel like this is maybe not working. It is okay. It is very okay, guys. Do not go away from your strategy. Stay with it. It will be able to get to the good times as well. So I felt like I needed to share this with someone out there, because so many people, they watch social media, then they see this, flashy kind of strategy that someone is maybe showing them there, and they feel like they should be jumping on to the next one, especially if they are going through a string of losses. Our human mind, what it basically tells you is get onto the other one, get onto the other one. And guess what ends up happening? You stay or you keep in this loop of strategy to strategy to strategy, and you will never see any kinds of results. So do not jump to another strategy if that particular one you're currently using is not fully broken. By fully broken, I mean going through maybe 20 consecutive losses. If you see that, then probably something shouldn't that yet. Stick with your strategy, man or woman. Please stick with your strategy. Do not go away from it. So I felt I needed to share this with someone, because there are so many traders out there that are lost, especially in this social media era. People keep jumping from this to the other. They just can't settle on one thing. So I felt I should be able to share this. Maybe it will be able to help someone out there. So going back to the strategy, for me, I use this particular strategy. I've traded it more than for close to 3 years now. But the tracked records, or the tracked records that I do have, they range to close to 2 years now, and I've been able to trade this particular strategy religiously. I mean, whenever my age appears in the market, I go for it. I always go for it. I don't hesitate. As a trader, you should be like a hunter, because hunters, what they do, they actually go out there in the fields or out there in the bushes, and they set their traps. So once the animal comes to the trap, then they're able to, get it and take it home. So this is how it should be as a trader. Sit back, relax, wait for your edge to form in the market. And once it has formed, this is when you're going to go ahead and strike. This is how you should be as a trader. So do not fall for that kind of thing where someone is telling you, this is the flashiest strategy now. This is the in thing right now. So you should be able to go with this. Do not fall for this, because I'm telling you, it is only and only going to take you down as a trader. So basically, this is it. Now, for me, before I even get onto the charts, usually what I like to do is to familiarize myself with what the fundamentals of the day are like. And today, which is the 2nd of October 2024, if we are to look at the fundamentals, let me try and share my screen right now so that you guys can see exactly what I'm seeing on my end. So today, the 2nd of October 2024, which is a Wednesday, we have the non-farm payroll, which will be dropping at 3:15 p.m. my local time. If you're using the New York time, that's exactly at 8:15 a.m. New York time. So be sure to catch that. Now, for me, I'm personally someone who does not trade news events, especially these red folder news events, because I actually filtered this particular website to only show me the red folder news events. Now, if you can see right here, this is forexfactory.com. and only shows me the red folder news events. I was able to filter this out. Let me try and show you exactly how I did that. So basically, when you come to the filter option right here, I only selected it, or I only made it only show me the red folder news events. Obviously, I like to know everything about this. Then when it comes to currencies, I only filtered out the euro and the USD, because when it comes to currencies, this is all that I trade. So basically, um, this is it. And so you can see today there will be the non-farm payroll. So what does this mean to me? So for me, I'm someone who does not trade news, but when it comes to news, especially these red folder news events, what I'd like to do is that 5 minutes before these news events drop, what I do is basically, go manage my trade. What I do, or what I mean by the trade, I actually, move my stop to break even before these news events drop. And what I like to do is basically move my stop to break even, because what usually happens as these red folder news events are dropping, the market tends to be volatile, and the brokers like to use or take advantage of this. And basically, what they do, they widen their spreads. And if you are someone who is in a particular trade and that particular trade happens to go against you, you're going to be slipped massively. I'm telling you, you will be slipped massively. So for you to avoid this kind of thing, what I recommend you do is basically move your stop to break even. If you're in a trade, move that stop to break even, so that when the news drops, you are not slipped massively. So basically, this is my advice to you. You can take it or leave it, because some of these are individual decisions, but I'm only sharing with you what I do on my end. So, because you sometimes find yourself, let's say, if you may be predetermined to risk maybe 10 pips on that particular trade, you might end up getting slipped maybe 10 pips more. So, this can happen. So, for you to avoid such scenarios, what I recommend you do is basically move your stop to break even, so that even when you slipped, it's not as massive as someone who has full risk on. So basically, this is how I do it, and it's how I've done it for the longest time, guys. So basically, I'm trying to share with you what I do when it comes to these news events. So I like to acquaint myself before the start of the day, to basically acquaint myself with the news, what is going to be happening in the market, what is going to be happening on the currencies that I trade. So basically, this is what I do. And maybe without any further ado, right now, let's get onto the charts to show you exactly what I feel, or basically what I'll be looking at for today, that 2nd of October 2024. I'm basically going to share with you what I feel the market is going to go, or where I feel the market is going to go, and basically how I will be reacting if it gets to these areas or levels on the chart. So let's get there. So remember, I'm going to be giving away my strategy for free right here, so that if you are out there and you lack a strategy to trade, this is the strategy that you're going to be using. Now, with the strategy, I've told you it's a 50% win rate strategy. And with this strategy, I'm able to catch a 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio. So with this kind of risk to reward ratio, I'm always able to stay profitable in the markets. There are so many gurus out there that will tell you, for me, with my strategy, you'll be able to keep, earning maybe a 1 to 20, or you're going to catch maybe a 1 to 10. And this is always going to be like that. And I'm telling you, when it comes to risk to reward ratio versus win rate, these two are inversely correlated. If a strategy has a high win rate, most probably it's going to be able to give you a low risk to reward. And then if a strategy has a low win rate, most times the risk to reward is going to be high. So if you can't hold your emotions, especially if you've taken maybe 8 losses in a row, and an opportunity presents itself, and you see yourself maybe floating a 1 to you may be now currently holding a 1 to 5, and you're still holding that. Most times you might see yourself just closing that particular trade. So for me, I go with the 1 to 4. It is just within my psychological limits. I'm able to hold this very well, and I'm able to basically get what I want from the markets. And I've told you it's always a profitable strategy. So what I basically did was to strike a balance between the win rate ratio and the risk to reward. So a 1 to 4 with a 50% win rate with a 50% win rate, it's just okay with me. It's just okay with me, guys. So if you do not have a strategy, especially I'm talking a profitable strategy, if you do not have a profitable strategy, I'm telling you, this is going to be the strategy that you use. So it's a very, very simple strategy. So what basically it is a strategy that utilizes, sweeps. I like to go to wait for price to take out liquidity most of the times, or for price to tap into certain areas. So what I mean by this, basically, I like for price to tap into areas of interest from the previous day. So what are these areas of interest? This can either be an order block, it can be a fair value gap, or this can be either equal highs or equal lows. So these are the areas of interest I talk about when it comes to this. So the previous day was yesterday, the 1st of October. So we can see price was really bullish. So price created a fair value gap, a fair value gap. So basically, and it also created an order block right here that led to this break of structure right here, or change of character. So what does this mean for me? So if I'm looking at price, tapping back into these areas, and then once price has tapped into these areas, I expect a reversal. So to the upside, you can see this was the high for the day yesterday. So this I would expect, or basically, if what I would like to look at, or how I would like to react to this, will be for price, to come all the way to this level. If price gets to this level, then I look to react. Though this is a longer short, it's probably might not going to happen. It might not happen for today. So this is one level I would look at for price to come all the way. Then it best, anything can happen, especially today being an NFT day. An NFP day. So hope you guys are excited about this. Hope you guys are excited about NFP. So with a news event like that, usually price is very volatile. It can easily, tap into that area and it comes down. But I'm someone who trades the London session. So something like this might happen when NFP drops. So the other thing, the other level I'm looking at. So when we look at this lower side right here, this was the low for the day yesterday, it formed at this particular level. But is there anything like an area of interest down here? I don't see that, because with area of interest, I'm looking at either the fair value gap, an order block, equal highs or equal lows. So I'm not seeing any of those down here. So price usually has no major reason for getting back into such an area. So all I'll be looking at is for price to take out the low for the Asian session for today. So I'm basically looking at price taking out that low of the Asian session once it has taken it out. So this is what I mean. So price takes out the low for the Asian session. Basically, these are the two key areas or levels that I'm looking at. Level number one is this right here at one. Sorry about this. This this all 541. So that's one key level that I'm going to be looking at. Then the other level is this right here at 1.11444. So those are the two levels I'm going to be closely monitoring. So once price gets to these levels, then I'll be looking to actually, take a trade in the reverse direction. So basically, this is what I'm looking at today. And for me, when it comes to, you can see that with analysis, I've done this on the 1 hour time frame. But when it comes to entry, so for me, when it comes to entry, I do my entries on the 5 minute time frame. Sorry. So I do this on the 5 minute time frame. And what I basically look out for on that 5 minute time frame is for me to actually wait for an inversion fair value gap to form in the market. So once the inversion fair value gap has formed, this is when I look to enter the market. So when it comes to the stop loss, I use 10 pips as my stop loss, and the take profit, I always use 30 pips as my TP. And most of the times I like to squeeze this to a 1 to 4 to basically be able to make extra profits from the market. So basically, this is what I'm going to be looking at today, the 2nd of October 2024. Hope you guys are watching this. Hope you guys are following exactly what I'll be following for the day today. And in the comment section, you can let me know exactly what you think about this, or how exactly you're going to be trading this. I would like to know. I would like to know exactly how you're going to go about this, because as traders, we always have our creative minds. They keep telling us this or the other or this. So you can let me know down in the comments what you think about this. I'll be gladly waiting for you to tell me. Or if you do have any questions for me in regards to trading, you can go ahead and fire them right there in the comment section. Okay, so guys, also remember, do not over risk on your trades. Do not, blow up your accounts, because when you over risk, definitely your account is bound to be blown. So basically, this is it. If you found some value from this particular live stream, please like it, subscribe, share this with a friend or colleague that struggles with the daily bias. So try and share this with them, because it will definitely change their lives. I'm telling you, this will change their lives. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for jumping onto this particular live stream with me. I greatly appreciate you taking your time and spending it with me. Thank you. Have yourselves a good trading day.